Hello. We really like the full tour company as a whole. Regarding the tours, our safety, guides, and punctuality, we are very satisfied. On the first tour, I would like to highlight the punctuality, friendliness, and knowledge of the guide Brenda and the professionalism of the driver Mario. On the second tour, to Viña del Mar in Valparaíso, it rained the entire way, and the trip would have been unpleasant if it weren't for the guide Alberto, who showed outstanding professionalism and passion for what he does. We loved all the information he gave us. Congratulations to him. We really liked Alberto. On the third tour, to Farallones, the driver Mario showed outstanding professionalism and took us safely to the Andes. Our guide, Carla, showed great concern for safety when some passengers wanted to get off the bike in the middle of the road to take pictures, and she managed to convince them of their safety. Finally, I hired a transfer service that was very punctual and got us to the airport safely and on time. We really liked the agency and will definitely recommend and hire them again. A big hug to everyone on the team and to Marcelo, who was responsible for the delivery. Thank you. We loved Chile with full tour. All the support, Amanda Gallo, and communication about the tour logistics, schedules, etc., were also excellent, fast, precise, and professional. Thank you. Gaspar did a fantastic job, and the organization was handled perfectly via WhatsApp, including the exchange of the obligatory group photos. We were the only English-speaking couple in an otherwise Portuguese-speaking group. But Gaspar managed that brilliantly too, by seating us right behind him on the bus so he could give us explanations directly in English. And we didn't feel like we were getting any less information. There was a lot of background information on the history, and the guided tour of Valparaíso was great. The stop at the sales exhibition wasn't a highlight, I suppose that's just part of the tourist experience, but thankfully it didn't take too long. I'll refrain from deducting a star for that, which I suppose is deserved, because the rest of the trip was superb thanks to Gaspar's dedication. We went on a trip as a couple, and we booked 2 last-minute tours, one to Viña del Mar and the other to Valle Nevado. The full tour team is very attentive on WhatsApp, responding quickly and accurately, making me feel very secure about making the purchase and also in organizing the tours. It was our first time in Santiago and everything was wonderful. The guides Aldo and Brenda are exceptional, the driver Mario is also very kind, every detail of the tour is well thought out, I found the timing of the tours well planned, we didn't get tired, and there's time and freedom to enjoy all the places. I would recommend them 10/10, don't waste any time. The landscapes are incredible, however, on the day of our tour it rained a lot indeed. So we didn't get out of the van much. But the guide was so wonderful that the tour inside the van, learning so much about the place and its many stories, was marvelous. I highly recommend full tour and if possible, book with the guide Aldo. He's practically an encyclopedia of Chile, haha, besides being extremely friendly and polite. The tour to the coastal cities was full of history, interesting facts, and relaxation. Our guide Aldo was excellent with information, and our driver João was very careful. A journey through the past and the present. We also enjoyed the local cuisine. A light tour with walking. A quick boat trip to see Valparaíso from another perspective was included. Incredible tour with a great guide, Victor, who showed us the cities from various perspectives. Both cities have their own unique attractions that are well worth exploring. Round-trip transportation, including hotel pickup, was as planned by the agency. Safe driving by Marcos.